So how many spots do you have?
At this point, to define is to limit. So I have a lot of spots. I have a lot of spots, which means a lot of talents, which means a lot of Ney The Bey still to be seen out there in the world.
Okay, so Anele Zondo, now known as Ney. Okay, so what's behind the name Ney?
I've always been known as Ney, though, I feel like.
Okay.
So it's always been Anele, aka Ney The Bey, which Ney just is short for, in high school it used to be Anele Ney. So I cut the Anele Ney and just made it Ney, and it's just always been that.
So what did you used to get up to in high school that they gave you Anele Ney? Because the last Ney I remember was Shanae. What were you getting up to there by high school?
Studying, of course. Bunking classes, a few every now and again. Just having fun and living my best life, I guess.
Okay.
I was always the cool girl.
You were always the cool girl.
Yeah, always.
And you continue to be the cool girl still.
Until.
Okay.
Until.
So let's talk about your journey to this particular moment and all the artistic expressions that you've explored before you decided to record. This isn't an album. Is it a few tracks? What is it?
It's a single right now. But let me first say hello to all the Massiv Metro listeners. My name is Anele Zondo kamane sibongo. Umsiyano sokotshana umnguni kaMenekwane undaba usokhulu up in the cuts. Known mostly as a presenter and an actress. Actually, I broke into the industry as an actress first. Started off as an extra, then got feature roles, and then got a lead, a support lead on The River. And then going into presenting, I started off on MTV based VJ Search, made the top 10, didn't make the cuts, and then made Massiv Music, where I started and I kind of interned before I actually got the job. And now into music. And I've always felt like, I've always been about my work, you know, just I have to get in, I have to work, I have to do this. I've always been artsy and crafty since way back. I did every single sport you can name under the sun, ballet as well, choir, I've done everything. So I've always been like wanted to get into the industry and focus on just being an artist, just correcting my art and just doing it super well. And I said, I think, you know, it's time for me to tell my story. But how am I going to tell my story? Because I don't want to be out there sending messages on Instagram or going live and people figure themselves out about me. Like, I really want to tell my story from my perspective, and this is where I come from, this is who I am, and this is where I'm going. And so that's how the whole music thing came about. I said, if there's one thing I want to do, I want to be honest in music, and I want to be able to express myself.
Is music something that you always in pursuit of, and was there other stuff like, you know, diversion to get there? Or
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. But now the diversion wasn't so clear in the beginning. In the beginning, it just seemed like this is where I need to be now. This is what I need to do right now. But I think it just grew into me like, okay, I really need to do this in order for me to be able to tell my story in the most artistic and the coolest way I can.
So, you know, in the time, I mean, I don't know how long have you been doing that for, and what were the discoveries? What did you learn through those experiences? Acting, starting out as an extra, getting on the TV shows. What were the key lessons in that journey?
Number one, 10,000 hours
is real.
Is a real thing. I believe like you really need to put in the work, like in order to be respected for your work first and foremost. I think the work goes first, and as artists I think people become so invested in other things, you know, where it becomes hard for you to just like stick to your work. But 10,000 hours is really like an important thing. And I started recording music more than a year ago, so I really wanted to put in the hours before the time. I just wanted to feel ready. I wanted to feel like the most natural thing. So 10,000 hours are definitely a real thing. Respect people around you, respect your craft, respect yourself, and just have fun. Just have fun with it. Be cool with it. Be yourself. Be authentic.
So let's talk about this this track, because you know this is an introduction of Ney and your music. And how are you hoping that this track will frames you as an artist? What is it saying? What is the message behind it?
So Ingwe edla ngamabalabala means a leopard with many spots. Ingwe idla ngamabala ayo. And for me, the one thing that stands out with this song is that it feels like home. So Ingwe edla ngamabalabala is the first song I ever learned gumemulo, which is a traditional ceremony lapo esiya khona as young Zulu girls to celebrate umuntu who's still a virgin. So it was the first song I learned, which why it became the sample of my first song. And basically it's just me saying I have many spots, don't box me in. This is who I am now. I hope you love it, I hope you appreciate it, and this is where I come from. The song is basically talking about where I'm from, the 034 in Newcastle, and now I'm in Johannesburg. And when I got to Johannesburg, when I arrived there, I used to sell weaves in order to make money, and now I'm wearing a super long expensive weave. I'm in a 10k weave konamanje, you know, which means things are going well for me. And in the song I also say I do this for the little girl up in Pietermaritzburg, so I do it for the girls up in KZN, all the little girls who don't know that it's possible for you to actually achieve your dreams. Achieve your dreams, be cool about it. And I thank my mom in the song, and then I say this is where I want to go. I want to meet Jay-Z. I want to be on Vogue magazine. I want to be Forbes list 30 under 30. So it's just me just painting my life out there, and I really want to give hope to girls out there who really have a dream, especially to be in the entertainment industry, and to just be cool. And I'm Zulu. I just want Zulu people to be considered as cool. Yeah.
Okay, so now in this entertainment industry where you can be cool and all these amazing things, it's also very sexist, dangerous, exploitative. And you know, as much as you say you don't want to be boxed in, it's very easy to just box you as you said you're 10k is a girl with a 10k weave, and that's it.
I agree with you.
So how do you break those? How do you it's definitive. It's easy to say, okay, that's where she just fits in. How do you say I'm not that, and this, how do you charge forward? Yes, that's the correct word.
I was reading this quote for someone who was close to me, which really stuck to me. It says, people don't care who you say you are, people care about what you build. And I truly believe in that. I don't see the world as like a place of gender, of race, or of anything. I just believe like if you can build something for yourself that can surpass who you are and live after you've even gone, that's what makes you a powerhouse. And I'm just charging to be a powerhouse and leave something one day. I think it's easy to be boxed in, but I believe in let the things you do speak for you, and don't just speak about who you are. Don't fight for things, like really fight to make a difference in the way that you live and be an example in your society by doing that. So for me, it's like as I'm painting this out for myself in a song, I'm saying this is who I am and this is how I started. This is me hustling. So follow my hustle, and if you love it, let's go.
Okay, so what's next for you? There's this track out. Does it come with a video? Are there more songs?
I am on Instagram at Anele Zondo. You can see all of my snippets that I've posted there already. I have a few video snippets. There's definitely a music video coming out. I have an album coming out next year, April. If my team is listening, I hope you're listening to the dates, because that's my dream date.
Yeah.
And I have another song coming out at the end of January. And it's super exciting because I've been making music, and I have a lot of music, and I'm super excited about like everybody just hearing it.
So what kind of music have you been making? Like, I mean, you know, especially now, you know, you said you were making music, you know, over a year or so, right?
Yeah.
These Amapiano kids are releasing new music every day. So every day there's a new song. And they're your age mates.
I was so stressed. So I was on the chart for like a second, and then it was piano again all over there. I was like, oh my gosh.
Okay, I'm going to take a quick break so you can take a breather. All right. So we're continuing, and my guest in studio with me this afternoon is Anele Zondo, also known as Ney. We just, or Ney The Bey, to her fans. We just checked out a track from her earlier on called Ingwe. It's available on, what do we say again? DSPs, all on DSPs, digital music platforms. Yes, that. Okay, so so you said we need to look out for like a video.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you want to drop an album by April. Okay, so let's talk about your personal style, because that's also another thing that people talk about when they talk about you. Like, you're the stylish young lady. So what's your whole look? I see, like, now. Oh Lord, you got these rings on. You're styling. You got these rings on, and is that a leotard? What's that called?
Not a leotard.
What is it?
Not a leotard. It's a costume.
It's your costume. Oh, okay.
It's a jumper.
It's
Yeah. It's a jumper going on. But I hear this also on the streets that my style is kind of the one.
Oh, okay. So you've heard it before. So I was not saying something that you haven't heard. I mean, okay. So what is? How do you define it? What is it called? What is the story behind it? Is there a story?
There is no story besides the fact that I love cutting my clothes. There is a story because I used to. I'm the last born at home, so I used to get a lot of clothes from my sisters. I hardly got new clothes.
Okay.
Until I was older, and when I was younger, somewhat. But I used to like cut a lot of my sisters' clothes, so I kind of got into my own like style like that.
Yeah.
And I've just always had it in me, like.
So
I've always been the cool girl.
More cutting up stuff will be coming.
You see?
Yeah.
Yes, more cutting up. Hopefully, maybe if it's in the stars for me, maybe a young range in 2022. Maybe, my own clothes, because I love making my own stuff as well.
Awesome. So you earlier on said that you hope that your team is listening. Who are you working with on your project? Who did you work with?
So I'm very proud to say I've taken out my very first song from my own independent label, Bay Records. I'm signed under myself, and that's super exciting because it's not easy. The music industry is super hard and it's super political and it's just super everything. So the fact that this was hard, but we finally did it. I'm really proud of myself. I'm gonna put that out there because I never say I'm proud of myself. I'm really proud of myself for this one. I'm working with myself, so I have a lot of people that I've outsourced their services. And they've helped me throughout this journey.
You need a few piano friends.
I need to just come in.
You need to find a piano friend somewhere.
Someone out there.
There's enough of them to go around, and all of them are hit makers.
Yes.
You need to pick one. And you don't go for the obvious. Stay away from Kabza and Medumani.
How?
No, because they're obviously everybody goes to them. But
they have the recipe.
But there's new fresh blood. Really. Yes, focus.
I must be focalistic.
Very focused. Okay,
I must be focalistic about my things. Okay?
Yeah, you must be focalistic. You jump on someone else. I don't know, say thrill. Fellow. Who do me and who?
Fellow.
There's so many. So you just need, and also
sleazy.
Yeah, my money might take your entire budget. So you must go where you can hit at least two at a go, and then you like balance or something. Yeah.
I'm thinking mellow and sleazy.
I don't know. I'm just saying. So that at least when they go to Tanzania, you must feature. Yeah. Or when they're in Ethiopia, you must feature. Don't find yourself being left in Newcastle.
I feel you.
Because now they don't want anyone in Newcastle, Soweto. It's time consuming. You need to be in Tanzania, Ethiopia, some exotic place.
I hear you. I hear you fully.
Get on it, please. Get on it.
I must jump on the dream.
Okay, so we're looking out to see, are you performing anywhere? What's going to be happening in the next few weeks? Today's the 1st of December.
Yes. So I released my song last week Friday. This Friday I'm going to be out at Zone 6. I'm going to be out at the Hang Up PTA. I've got a couple of bookings. You guys must just check out my page. Like I said, Anele_Zondo. And yeah, just look out for me. I've got a lot of stuff coming. I have a launch happening soon. My page still, all the information is going to be on social media. So
all right,
look out for that.
Repeat that page again so they can find you.
Anele_Zondo on Instagram, Anele Ney The Bey on Twitter, Anele Zondo on Facebook, Anele Zondo.
And then in terms of acting, are you making any?
Ngiyonke indawo, ngiconsumable, ngiku-TV, ngiya-acta ku-The River, ngiyapresenta ku-Massiv Music, ngikhona lapha ku-Channel O, ku-Friends of Amstel, ngikhona ku-SABC 1, ngibusy, ngikhona.
I get you've heard she's very busy, booked and busy, and consumable. All right, thanks so much for coming through, Anele Zondo, and spending time with us this afternoon right here on Massiv Metro. All the best with your project. Looking forward to seeing the video, and come April, fingers crossed for the album to drop. Okay, yeah. And if the new songs come quicker, don't wait for April.
other ones that you're talking about, Ney?
I'm just
the
saying.
ones with Boban.
Bye-bye. There you have it.